May the 8th, wildflowers. March winds and April showers bring forth May flowers, and how they do. Up until the beginning of May, it is relatively easy to become acquainted with most wildflowers. From this point in the spring, the numbers of species coming into flower is sufficiently great that a short walk can result in 20, perhaps even 30 new flowers. It may take years to identify all you see. This is the first month nearly all of London's habitats are worth visiting, as they all have their own botanical specialities and rarities. Woods, waste areas, wet areas, and downland are the richest and most varied to visit. Special wild plants associated with the month include bluebell, lily of the valley, herb Paris, water violet, sulphur cinquefoil, Solomon's seal, fritillary, early saxifrages, and early orchids. Bastard balm and purple gramwell are two great rarities that are occasionally to be found in gardens. Violets. This is now the time for late violets. Those most likely to be encountered are the heath dog violet, Viola canina, which is found on heaths and other sandy soils, and the common dog violet, Viola riviana, which prefers woods and meadows. Viola canina is more blue in colour than the distinctly mauve Viola riviana. If habitat and colour is not enough to separate these two, then the spur colour will. Viola canina has a yellow spur, and Viola riviana a cream-coloured spur. Also, Viola riviana has a moustache, that is, two sets of white hairs in the centre of the flower, whereas Viola canina has none. Although the early violet, sweet, hairy, and early dog violet, Viola reichenbacheriana, are going over, it is possible the latter is hanging on. If so, it can be confused with Viola riviana, as both like to line the paths in woodland. Luckily, Viola reichenbacheriana has its famous rabbit ears, that is, two elongated top petals, and Viola riviana its moustache. If this is not enough, then once again spur colour can be used. Viola reichenbacheriana has a dark spur, and Viola riviana its cream-coloured one. The exceptionally rare marsh violet, Viola palustris, is also now in flower, but is nearly always confined to marshy ground. It has distinct dark purple leaves on its petals, and the roundest of all violet leaves, making it easier to identify than most. Black Park was one place it could be found in flower, elsewhere it often just produces leaves. Buttercups. Buttercups are now appearing everywhere. The meadow buttercup, Ranunculus acris, is the most common in fields and pastures. Creeping buttercup, Ranunculus repens, tends to be noticed more in gardens and parks. Goldilocks, Ranunculus auricomus, which curiously often has virtually no petals, can be found in woods, for example, 3 halfpenny wood, and creeping buttercup, which is smaller than the meadow buttercup and often identified by its runners. Goldilocks is noticeably hairless compared with the other buttercups, and the bulbous buttercup, Ranunculus bulbosus, also found in meadows, stands out to its distinctly reflex sepals. Other buttercups in or near water are likely to be either the yellow-flowered marsh marigold, Caltha palustris, or one of the white-flowered water crowfers, Ranunculus aquatilus. 2 other buttercups worth looking out for now are the small-flowered Ranunculus parviflorus and the celery-leaved buttercup, Ranunculus scleratus. These are more likely to be seen towards the end of the month. Large amounts of the latter can be seen on Rainham marshes. A much rarer many-petaled buttercup, the globe flower, Trollius europaeus, and the similar-looking double of the meadow buttercup, Ranunculus acris flora plano, are only seen in gardens. Buttercups first appeared last month, but only reached their cloth of gold numbers in May. Their sap causes blisters on cows' lips, which can be slow to heal. Consequently, they're ignored by livestock and then go on to cover pastures. They were once called the Lazarus or beggar's weed, on account of the way beggars would use their juice to promote sores on their own skin, which they found useful in extorting money when begging.